So my name is Michael Rockwood, and I'm CEO of Rockwood Innovation. I'd like to ask for $20,000 for 10% of my company. My goal here today isn't to, tug on your heartstrings and become your new best friend, but, I understand that venture capitalist relationship with their entrepreneurs is strictly professional and 100% about business. But then, let's talk about that. What is business? If you walk into an accounting class, they might say it's all about income statements and balance sheets. Marketing prof may say that market penetration is the key. In a finance class, they might say return on invested capital is the benchmark for suggesting any type of business success. And as venture capitalists, you may agree with that. But from my experience with business, it's always been about the people. Employing good people, doing business with good people, and being led by good people. So my goal here today is to convince you to invest in me. The product in which I'm going to unveil to you today is the vehicle I'm going to use to send our business into the stratosphere. The business in which I'm going to unveil to you today is going to change the landscape of Rockwood Innovation, nay, change the landscape of business forever. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you the baby mom. So I've only known you for a couple minutes, but I've already told my first lie. I said I wasn't going to tug on your heartstrings. This product has changed my life. I'd like to take you my journey on how I came up with the baby mom. So I know I look young, but I'm much younger than I am. I have a child at home. And me and my wife, we've been going through a tough time. And one of my downfalls as a husband and as a human being is I am a little bit sloppy. I am messy. And I also recently lost my job, which is why I started Rockwood Innovations. So I was home all day. I really had no excuse. Watched our child. So I came up with this product because our child is learning to crawl, and why not put him to work, right? The reason why I lost my job wasn't due to a lack of effort. We come from a hard-working environment, and I want to teach my kid that he has to work hard from the moment he's born. Our target market. Our target market is going to be caffeine drinkers, children. Caffeine drinkers, when they give child to their birth, or when they give birth to their children, they're going to naturally be fired up all the time. The faster they crawl, the more area they can cover with the baby mom. It's pretty clear. Our competitive advantage. We have a three-tiered structure at Rockwood Innovations. Our flexibility, model making, and astronomy. Like I said, I recently lost my other job, so I've been looking for ways to fill my time. I've taken the hobby of astronomy. When looking to the stars, this business came to me. I saw it in one of the constellations when I was looking up through my telescope at night. It was the Big Dipper. Thought, wow, how much area could that dipper cover on the floor? And all the dust. How much dust could that dipper hold? Our model making. The majority of our expenses so far have been on research and design. That's where our model's been taking us so far. And flexibility. Who's to say where this business could go? Why don't we make entire carpets out of this? Flip them upside down, you have a dance party, you have a clean floor. Most people, when they host a dance party, they're worried about the mess at the end of the night. You take a pre-existing rug, just like this one right here, flip it upside down, host a dance party, you're cleaning itself, which has led to our company motto. If it's stupid but it works, it isn't stupid. My mother's told me that for years. Our competition. Our competition are people who love miniature animals. Our first phase of this business is to make it for babies, right? But once we put it on little animals, like a little, I don't know, a gerbil or a pug, you have them running around all the time too. You have a clean house at the blink of an eye. Also, they're sexually attractive wives. With a sexually attractive wife, she will stay with you because your house will always be clean. Just like my wife at home. She's pleased, both in the bedroom and in the living room. I'd now like to introduce our financial model. So, this is our financial model. We started off because we had a capital injection of $10,000 from our first investor. The trial launch went well, but then it dipped because, like I said, we put some capital into research and design. plateaued for a while, and then we've gone progressively down. I started selling this product through grassroots marketing to my family and friends, and I feel as though we can only go up from here. We are technically below the x-axis, and that's because we have lost some lawsuits. Some people think it's degrading to babies, but we're going to rebound from this. And our X factor. This is the Canadian dream. This is the Canadian dream. And Stephen Harper would want you to know that his kitten wears a baby bottle. That is why in the House of Commons, the floor is so clean. We are going to have promotion from the House of Commons and Stephen Harper personally. So in conclusion, I'd like to wrap up by restating the ask with $20,000, 20% for Rockwood Innovation. I think that I've laid out a very clear business strategy for you all, and I'd love to have you invest and take part on this journey. I'd like to invite any questions now.
Now, I've got an uncle in the Hells Angels. He would love this idea because I think there's a great opportunity to create a black market where they can sell services from other people's babies. So what do you plan on doing to alleviate concerns of illegal black markets and maybe child exploitation?
Yeah, that's a good question. So our plan is to not really avoid it, but embrace it. We feel as though our company can expand into that business. And if, like I said, this is our first stage. Our second stage would be to provide a daycare type service. So if you did have a baby and you had to work all day, bring them on over to our company, and we'll provide service for an unfortunate individual who has a dirty house. That way your baby's getting looked after, the other house is getting cleaned, and obviously all the candidates would have to go for the screening process, but we're going to actually take that threat and turn it into a positive.
Do you think that style of thinking is the reason why you guys have so many lawsuits right now?
We just had the one. It was pretty substantial, but that was our test. That was our test phase of the daycare service, and we didn't do the screening. So, what was your uncle's name? Because it was a Hells Angel. I don't actually legally. I don't think I can get into that.
Rizzo.
Yeah, he was part of the lawsuit.
I'm not clear on the impact of sexually attractive wives and how that's part of the competition for the baby mom. I would think that sexual attraction would lead to more babies in a larger market for you.
Absolutely. The competition, like I said, this guy is going to clean his house because he has a sexually attractive wife that he doesn't want to clean, right? Or he doesn't want to have to lose. So he's not like, it's not so much competition in terms of a product that'll take ours over. It's more so people who aren't going to buy it. This gentleman is not going to buy the product because he's already motivated to keep his house clean, right? So it's for people who aren't motivated to keep their house clean and it's causing tension in between. Mm-hmm.
Given that babies only crawl around for a couple of years, how is the company going to grow?
Mm-hmm. So like I said, we've already expanded into pets, petware, as well as we're developing the same technology but on the bottom of shoes. So once the baby takes his first steps, he's also going to be taking his first steps into a further cleaning career.
Any further questions? Thanks.
Thanks, guys.